What's up? It's your boy Carcino right here, and I'm coming to you live. All I'm saying is, let me give you guys the truth about what's going on. A lot of people are like, why is Meek Mill still in jail? I'm going to tell you why Meek Mill is still in jail. Because the legal system is very corrupt. It's not about protecting the innocent and blah, 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 blah. They know their corruption is in their ranks. They know they got corrupt cops. They know they got these things already. So this isn't the case. They don't really care about that. They care about giving away money from the city, taxpayers' money. Meek Mill could possibly sue if they were to just let him out of jail because of that. So you got to understand how the system and how the district attorney, the judge, the prosecutors, all of them work. Philly's a very corrupt place. So you got to look at the parameters of what's being set around it. Now, when they came out with this list of corrupted police officers and all of these different things that came about, the city is going to protect its own. You think they're going to protect the rapper? They're not. They can care less about Meek Mill. Their whole thing is protecting their own. You know, Meek Mill's mom had to go out and get on the stand and talk and keep the fire going because they need to try to bring this back to light. There's other people, not just Meek Mill, that's attached to this police officer and this whole Philly investigation thing. So they got to make sure they just not letting people out of jail, because letting people out of jail leads to lawsuits. And when you talk lawsuits, you're talking multi-millions of dollars, wrongful incarceration, all this, that's money. And that's something the city of Philadelphia is not trying to pay up for Meek Mill or anybody else. So Meek Mill will probably pretty soon, because of the case, be allowed to be out on bail. That is what they would allow for Meek Mill. And why they will allow him to be out on bail, which means that, hey, you're still guilty of your crimes. We're just letting you out on bail while you go ahead and do about your thing. You don't have to be in jail. But if you cross the line, you'll be back in jail. So therefore, Meek can't sue, over the situation that he's in. And Meek stated himself, like, man, I haven't broken the law really since 18 years old. I'm still being incarcerated over the same case I had since I was 18. I've been on probation since 18, and it's just like crazy. So he says it's not just me, it's other brothers involved. And he's telling the truth on that part, but once the police officer has been compromised to being corrupt and breaking the oath, then you got to question everything else he's done. That's reasonable doubt right there. So once there's reasonable doubt, then you got to question all of it. So what I say to you is this. Let's, before we start judging everybody too soon and going down that route, let's just say this wasn't Meek Mill, this happened to somebody else. How would you feel about the situation? You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it that way. I know a lot of you guys are passionate because you guys want Meek out, and that's cool. There's no problem with that. I have no problem as Meek is out of jail. I will feel vindicated for him, and I'll be glad that he's out. And I just hope he, get himself back together. But I think with the new evidence and the pressure they put on him, if they can come to an agreement to let Meek out on bail, then the state will feel comfortable that Meek won't sue them. Then they'll be okay. But there's other prisoners involved too that's attached to the case. So that's why they can't just let Meek out. Because it's not just Meek. There's plenty other people attached to cases with this other guy. Meek is just probably the biggest name that they have in there. So, on that note, man, these roads, man, they gonna tear somebody's car apart with all these. Oh man. So it is what it is, man, or it is wasn't what it isn't. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, I say to y'all, be blessed. All you guys take care of yourselves, and that's basically the gist of it, man. I mean, Meek did all those things that he did that was not really warranted. He had the system on his back, but he played games with it, and he didn't realize how serious it was when he really should have known how serious it was. But he definitely should be out of jail. Without a doubt, Meek should be out of jail. But you ask me why he's not, that is why. The state is looking out for their best interests as far as being sued and everything else. So once that's covered, they'll keep anybody in jail until they can figure that problem out. They'll turning over millions of dollars to somebody? To a bunch of convicts? No way. State will let you rot. They don't care if you're innocent or guilty. So, on that note, y'all be blessed, and I'm out.